and bobs and all this crazy shit, man. These cars here, little Prius, man, they're simple, dimple. You know what I'm saying? When there's a leak, easily find it.
That's a huge advantage. I was actually the reason I ask about your cars because I actually want to start my investment portfolio and buy a Prius and start putting it out for like a like a Turo and shit.
So how does that work? What is Turo?
Turo is a pretty popular application where you can go ahead and like rent out your personal vehicle to other people, and they just pay you for the day, and obviously you're covered by insurance. You get the car back in full tank. If not, you charge them extra stuff like that. And from in our area where we live at in Southern California, it's really good money.
So wait, you rent out your car?
You lend out your car to people when they pay you for it.
So you would buy the car, let's say $3,600.
$3,600. I rent it out, and
how much an hour?
It's not by an hour; it's by the day and whatever price you want. But on average, because you could go on their website and look up for every car, every year, every model, see how much it does in your area, and your car for this exact model I'm looking at to buying brings in like 5 to 6. Just
100 a day,
a month.
5 to 6
average,
what? 5 to 6
like
what?
100
a month?
Yeah, just leaving the car there.
But see, okay, 5 to 600 a month. Okay, you'll make your money back
if you do LAX, like kind of pickups or drop offs. Leave the car more convenient for them. You charge them a heavy tax, and then you can even make more money. Or if you do unlimited miles on your car, let's say somebody wants to take it up to San Francisco or something like that, then you could also charge extra, which you make more money.
Who pays gas? Them?
They do.
And then this insurance that's just handled, you have to buy that, right?
I think they pay part. Like you choose whatever you want, and then like if it's like $5 per trip, they'll take out of it, and that's it, or something like that.
Wait, $5 per trip?
Yeah. So let's say.
So $5 per day if they rent it out the day.
Yeah, and then like that
just $5
goes into your insurance or something. I don't know the exact number, but that's how like you choose whatever protection plan you want.
Wait, so does that money come back to you in the form of they pay your insurance off, or does that come back to you in like a small amount that is labeled, this is for your insurance?
This is for your insurance. So let's say I follow this dude who his car got it was a hit and run actually, and the insurance he has through the app actually pretty much took in the car, reviewed it. Yeah, it's total. They cashed him out. This is what it is.
That's dope. Yeah. That's pretty dope if you just manage it all.
Yeah, and you
just have to manage it.
And that's something I want to do to get like my investment portfolio going, and just get a couple little fleet, maybe like 3-4 cars at most, so I can handle. Mm-hmm. Bring in a nice little like over like $1,000 income, like 1 to 15, hopefully, and then start elsewhere.
So
arbitrage. And
so the car that you get though,
it depends heavy.
Number one, what kind of people need a Turo?
People who don't want to put miles on their own car, people who are travelers, visitors, people who, just don't, let's say they need a truck for the day, a day or two, stuff like that. People who want to drive a nice car, people who just want something more.
But you would have a Prius.
Yes.
So what kind of people would want a Prius?
People who would want to go cross country, long distances with unlimited miles.
Okay. But they have to handle the oil change.
No, I pay for the oil change.
But if you go cross country, you will need an oil change across that country.
Exactly. Yeah, they would always like pay whatever.
What I'm saying is,
hypothetically, if somebody takes in like
what I'm saying is, that's like 1,000+ miles going. I mean, that's
or an average oil change lasts you like at least 5,000 miles.
It's 3 to 5. Yeah, if you go for the high mileage, you can get 5,000. And yeah, you could be looking at cross country.
But a cross country, remind you, it's gonna be more than like a couple $100.
Yeah, you're gonna be charging a premium for that.
Yeah,
because they would need it for some days.
But obviously, someone who's doing cross country is like they're pretty much well aware of like what they want to do.
Yeah, and I guess you would charge if they like mess up the car, or make it dirty or something.
Yeah, exactly. And if there's stains or they smoked in it, if anything, you charge extra right away.
What if the car explodes?
The insurance covers it, pays you out.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's what he was explaining with
Yeah.
the hit and run.
That's the now for every day, whatever protection plan you want, they take
Or
a couple dollars out of every
total.
like time they pay you. Yeah.
But then where would you put the car?
Wherever you want. You could do it remotely or you could do it at your house.
But where would you put the car? Like where
First,
would you
I would want to
propose
try
put
in,
it?
in the area, in my area. After which I've tried with my old car, which was a Mazda. They took it out for 2 days, I believe, and they paid me like I want to say it was like 110 or something like that.
But how many
Because they
days
took it far.
did you have it out?
Literally 2 days. I tried it out one trip out of a whole month, and it was like 110, but like plus like the money they took out it was like $95 or something.
And where'd you put your car?
They took it from my house. They come pick it up.
So is it off a website or an app?
It's both, whatever you want.
Oh, okay. So
It's kind of like an Airbnb.
Oh, okay. So you just kind of put your car out of an Airbnb type situation, tell them the location, and then they go pick it up.
If I want to do it remotely, I leave my car in Los Angeles. There's boxes that you could like put in, like you put in. I got like dealerships. I don't know if you've been to a dealership where you put a passcode and then like the key drops, stuff like that. And obviously, if your car gets stolen, covered. They crash your car, covered.
So it's basically just the car service Airbnb type thing.
Yes, exactly. And then I want to get an Airbnb arbitrage as well, which I'm thinking of doing by the summer.
What is that?
Okay.
Finding a
No, I'm gonna go use the restroom.
oh, gotcha. Finding a or owning whatever your situation is. Obviously, I don't own any fucking property yet, so there's that. Pretty much finding a house, apartment, anything like that.
You're
a
good.
home that you could pretty much use to rent out on Airbnb.
You say finding though.
Yeah, like let's say there's a house for rent in Los Angeles, South Central, or whatever, and I contact the person who's renting it out. Hey, I'm gonna be guaranteeing you this monthly payment. But is it okay if I run an Airbnb out of it? And if the Airbnb doesn't like exceed like the obviously the rent amount due, I'm paying for it. So as the owner, they're feeling pretty much assured of that.
Okay. Well, hey man. So like you basically want to hustle. Like
yeah.
I'm getting this out of you. Like you kind of tired of the school system, the
Yes.
sort of working system.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to hustle and
I
get it out the mud.
I want to make money, like out of my investments that I can like do what I want. Cause like I want to travel, but don't want to work, so I could get like a payment every like month.
You said you want to travel, but you don't want to work.
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
What do you mean?
Because when I leave to travel, I have cars that are good brands are going to be out. So I'm making money that way. I have Airbnbs that are being rented out because every single first of the month I'm going to be receiving a payment. And I don't have to be there because I have a cleaning service to come clean it. Or I have a sibling to go clean it. I have my parents to go check up on it. If something happens with the car, go check up on it and I'll handle the insurance, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the point in my life where I'm at. And hopefully by the end of the year I have at least like a couple cars or like Airbnb or something out.
Dude, man, do it,
And
man.
get into stock markets and stuff like that and ETFs.
I say just like anything you want to do though, just know that you already know that time is going to go into it. So if you already know that time is going to go into it, just put a decent amount of time into planning and thinking about the process, and also so that you iron out all those little things that may pop up
100%.
along the way.
Yeah, for sure.
But after that,
Like-
bro, I mean, I want the best for you, man. That's dope, you know?
Yeah, like, and like the reason I want a Prius too is because like, yeah, it's not a Benz. It's not gonna keep rented out like every other like fucking day, and obviously I can't tax on it. But the thing is, like, I want to DoorDash with it and everything enough so I could just pay it off quicker. So at that point, I don't have like a monthly payment on it or something like that. If I do finance, and then that way I have more money goes towards me instead of.
So you're looking into buying like a newer Prius?
No, maybe it's an option, but I'm thinking of buying like something like this, something.
Okay,
under-
something older, and
Yeah.
then just using it for this purpose. Because then at that point, at least, it just starts making you money. You're not in the hole.
Exactly. Like if it's exceeding the insurance monthly and the payment, if I do finance or whatever, even the insurance alone, that's money making, like, for me. That's extra
Well,
money.
it's not making money if you have a car note that is more than it.
Of course, yeah. But obviously, just people who have like Mercedes or Jeeps and stuff like that that have payments. But obviously, those pay off faster. Because for me, my family, we took a trip to Laughlin and Vegas last year, and we took a Jeep, nice Jeep. Obviously, wanted to like person like me, Turo. I wanted to drive a Jeep, see what it feels like. Loved it. For 4 days, 3 days, I want to say it was like $450. They charged me $450 for those 3 days. So I'm sure I covered at least half of his monthly payment in those 3 days.
It made you $450, or you spent $450.
It made the person who owns the Jeep like $450.
Well, you spent $450.
Correct.
But I don't know how much of that was taken away from the app and such and such.
He probably made
such.
like anywhere from $320 to $350. Not a lot. They don't take over like 100.
Well, I mean, listen, it sounds like it makes money. It is kind of risky, but it's one of those things where, listen, I mean, the way you talk about it, if you actually apply yourself and just do what you're saying and just don't be like, because the thing about like the hustle thing is you'll be in the hustle and then you'll be in the middle of it and then you'll get tricked to thinking, oh shit, the middle is supposed to be like the end where it's all the money, and then you'll get out of the hustle. But it was really a good hustle. It's just you didn't see it to its fruition. You didn't see it to its fullest potential. And I think something like that is something where you're going to really have to learn the best places to park. That's best in terms of, because I'm really wondering, like, okay, so you put the car to park. Does the insurance kick in if there's no job? Because if there's no job and your car just gets stolen, would the insurance kick in? Is it
you
online?
Have your personal insurance?
Well, you have your personal insurance, yes, but if it gets does your personal insurance cover being stolen?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's dope, man. I mean, yeah.
See, I think it depends what you have. If you have like full coverage, then yeah. Obviously, if you have like, I don't know what the other one's called, but obviously if you have that,
I got that minor shit. I got that light shit.
So much,
I got that shit that gives me, what I'm saying, a nice cheap bill.
You mind me asking how much insurance you pay every month on your car?
It's less than like $75. Like
that's fucking mind blowing to me, but okay.
Why is that mind blowing?
I've never paid insurance less than like $120.
Really?
Yeah.
Never?
Never.
Well, you always go for full insurance, like full coverage.
I believe so, but
that's
plus
why
my last 2 cars have been financed. So when you're financing, you have to mandatorily put full coverage for insurance and legal purposes.
You see. Are you financing this car?
The one I have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, I okay. I like the hustle thing. It's just a lot of, you just gotta hustle hard,
the thing
bro.
is, like, I have a passion for that.
You got the passion, but that's what I'm saying. So then don't let the passion, because the passion is the hustle passion. But the specific hustle will need its own passion. You understand what I'm saying? Because the hustle passion is in you to take that to, okay, well, I want to try this job. I want to try that job. I want to try this opportunity. I want to try that opportunity. I want to try that. But then what's really going to get you to success is the part of you that says, oh, that one opportunity, I'm going to give him like 110%. Like, I'm going to get that motherfucker like all my shit. I'm all my attention. That's
what I'm going to do with Turo, because
and
there's
so,
people who like I know personally firsthand that do it and like are successful with it.
When you say successful, are they doing what you propose you want to be doing, which is having Turo pay for the ability to not only travel, but it's so well that the business is able to run while you're gone?
So it is able to run while they're gone, but they have more than one investment, so obviously that's not their thing. But it is passively bringing them income.
Now, did they start this Turo investment like you in this position?
What do you mean? Like, I mean, they had a job and then they started it.
Okay, but what kind of job?
He's my barber.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's still your barber now?
Correct.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, to me, you say you want to start the fleet. It seems to me that if you already was going to start the Turo thing, it's already a hustler mindset thing, so much risk involved. Okay. But then number 2, if you want to start the fleet, it would be the thing that if you was already had enough hustle to just start the Turo, that's the next step. So how long has your barber been doing Turo?
Almost 3 years.
See, in almost 3 years, he has not made that fleet. So what I'm saying is
I think he has like 3.
He has 3 cars.
I think so.
But still barbers hair.
Yeah, because he likes the extra income.
Well, you could say he likes the extra income, but reading between the lines, he needs to have a job that's actually steady. Like I'm just telling, because it's like,
I mean, he doesn't necessarily need the job. He likes the extra money because he owns a barbershop. He doesn't need the extra money because he's bringing in money from booth rentals from 7 of his different barbers that will cover the monthly rent.
Barbers, they don't.
And he's getting a percentage off the haircuts.
Yeah.
So you could just kind of imagine where that kind of puts him.
Nah, barbers. I'm not trying to shit on barbers, man. They do well. They do well. They make a nice middle class life, but it's a life where that's his main income. I'm telling you. Like I know that's even before you told me he owned the shop and all this. I know that's his main income, and the reason why I'm saying why that's important is and why that's ultimately important is that is his main income. Why? Because it's a skill involved. Because at the root of the things that really make money is skills. And that's a through line. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like the post, what you do with those skills is, okay, well, I'm gonna buy these cars and then I'm gonna just have this make some passive income. Okay, cool. And then hopefully one day this makes enough money that I don't even have to use my skill work anymore and I can actually move, or I can do skill work at a bigger level. I can invest in myself to, okay, I want to go to New York. I want to go to LA. I want to go into boutiques. I want to make other shops. Okay. But you see, it starts at you had to be a barber to do that. Even the investment portion, you had to be the barber to get that. That's a side thing. So what the thing I'm trying to illustrate is look at him. He got his small fleet, but even him, it's like it's not enough to replace what he's doing. So just look at it that way. Like realistically, it's likely not going to replace what a job could get you. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. If you put a good 5 years into that mug, or shit, 1,000 hours of work every day. And when I say every day, I mean every hour of work that you could be working to make money to invest into that, you work in it, and that's 60 plus hours of work a week. Now, this is the reality. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If you really want to invest and put the real money that you would need to make that, then you know what I'm saying, and then to have that small capital to where, okay, even if the car has like an insurance issue or whatever, I would be able to then, okay, because when I think insurance, I don't know if they're gonna pay you. I don't know how full coverage works, but do they just pay you a bag?
Yeah, they pay you
when your car gets stolen.
If you're financing, they pay you out of what you owe. If the car's worth more, then they give you the difference. Or if your car is fully paid off, they give you whatever Kelly's Blue Bucks gives it.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So, hypothetical. Oh, never mind. Because you don't have full. Oh, let's say you had full coverage. Your car gets totaled. Whatever this is worth. Let's say it's like $4,000. They'll cash you out $4,000 for it.
That's dope. And that's dope. And since you have the full coverage, it's again. I say. Anything where it's like a hustle mindset is going to need that 110%. It's going to need that mindset of hours put into it that are not even in that business to fund that business. And those hours are relentless. And I say, if you're going to do it, just know all of that ahead and then do it. Go ahead. But I'll tell you, though, one thing that will make all of that easier is skills. Because you get a skill that you can fund all of that like that, and you still have skill. You still have the thing that you could walk into a place and say, hey, I'm master barber over here. I demand X rate, period. Give it to me. They give it to you, you out. You stack your increments, stack your money. You can make your little investments. Investments grow. Acorn turns into its tree. Then you could just chill under the shade. But I really do believe in skills, man. I just believe in skills. So when I hear it just off of this basis of like, all right, I'm going to make it off of the job, it's just going to be a harder basis, bro. It's going to be, and you know that, but I'm just telling you, like, yeah, it's going to be distinctly harder than how the man that you heard is doing it. And I don't know if you know anybody else doing the Turo, but that route is made easier by the fact that he's a barber. Like, yeah.
Well, that's anybody with a job, really.
Not a job, skills. Not a job, because the McDonald's job is just a job. So you just learn how to talk to people. Like, really, those are low-level skills. Those are base income skills. Those are skills that you don't go to school for. You don't have to do nothing for. You don't get no certificate. Everybody could just get those. Like talking is what we're doing right now. It's for free. Pressing a button. That's what we're doing right now. It's for free.
Well, people make a living off Twitch. All they do is just game or talk.
The people making a living off of Twitch, all they do is game and talk? No.
Or obviously just like
not on
IRL
any
stuff.
metric do they just game and talk. And if you think it's that, that's how well they do their job. That's what points to how big their skills are. That's what points to the fact that it's wheat and chaff. It's the big dogs and everybody just trying to be a big dog.
What does someone like
fact.
Ninja, what does someone like Ninja do? Or like, I don't know. I'm not big on Twitch.
Was the best at the game that he played. Full stop. Which was first Halo.
So he gamed.
But you didn't know when he played Halo. But he had clips and he had everything. He played Fortnite. Fortnite was in the zeitgeist. It wasn't the fact that he was so good at gaming only. Zeitgeist is the time ghost. It's the thing that moves across time and judges how we think of everything. The 2020 pandemic, the zeitgeist, Donald Trump, just things of the times. When I say that word, just think of the times, the times. But yeah, Fortnite got lit. I'm really good at this game. Perfect timing. That's all it is sometimes. Because when you have skills, oh, you're this good gamer? Okay, you're just good gaming. Oh, game is about to pop. Now you just blow up exponentially. Now you're gaming with Drake and Travis Scott and doing stupid shit. And have a living for life on Twitch. Even if you fell off, Ninja will always be able to go on this platform and straight up hundreds of dollars a day. Donations.
Doesn't he just game?
Donations.
Because he's really good at it?
Nah.
Because he's really good at games in general.
Yeah. Because he games.
And interacts well with his chat and is very consistent. So like I said, that 110% of hours, 8 to 10 hours every day. Every day. Every day. Monday through Saturday. Done. XQC, same thing.
Yeah,
every day. There's a waiting room for the man to come on. There are people that are sad that are waiting inside of another Twitch channel that says XQC waiting room. The man streams so much, we can depend on him so much that we can make a waiting room to wait for him.
That's that GTA dude, huh?
Yes, to wait for him together. The point I'm trying to make to you is and okay, fine, rap. The thing that separates Yeet from the average SoundCloud rapper is Yeet and his peoples, they sat down and said, how do we do this? Like literally.
They get signed to Drake.
Okay, but they said 2-3 years ago, like, what's the image? Like, what does this look like actually? What is the terminology? What do we say? What are we about? What are we not about? What is our focus? And then how does it sound? And then they just kept at it. Okay, same thing. And kept going. And then people just caught on. That's all it is. If you listen to that old Yeet music, it's just the same shit. It's just a little bit more like kind of less studio polished or whatever. It's more like kind of out there.
Feeling?
What feeling?
Like it's being rugged?
More rugged feeling, that more like not low-fi, but just low budget.
Yeah.
You could tell like doesn't have that
like
money
home
behind
studio
it.
shit.
Home studio shit, but you could tell it's a game plan of ideas, and behind that is hours. So here's the plan, but then it's hella hours, hella songs out of evidence, so that like this podcast is hella hours out to where 2 years, when you want to come back and talk about one of these things, if I was really doing right, I would have had all the clips of all the shit that we was talking about all throughout this time that me and Oz have been doing this podcast. And then literally at any time, the zeitgeist wants to make what? A UFC thing popular? That video goes up. The zeitgeist wants to make this random rapper we talked about popular? That video goes up. The zeitgeist and consistency. So it's luck is preparation plus opportunity. The zeitgeist is the opportunity part. It's the floating ghost that just, hey, are you ready for this? No? Yeah? No? I'll give it to the next guy. No? Yeah? No? Okay, I'll give it to the next guy. Because somebody else will take it. That's the thing. Like, there will be a Jake Paul. There will be a 6ix9ine. There will be a people take advantage of the zeitgeist.
Just like kind of like
the real life algorithm.
The real life algorithm.
The real life
Yeah.
algorithm. You could just think of it.
I was thinking of an algorithm, but yeah, that's better put.
The real life algorithm. That's a really good way to put it. It's just how time and moves, especially when we're talking about culture, time moves in waves. Everything's in waves.
Yeah.
It comes in big, washes out, and then the next one comes and it's smaller. but each one influences the next one. So that's why if you actually watch it, you can say, we can jump in. That's why you can surf the zeitgeist like yeet when you say, okay, let's plan it before. What are we doing? Then do it consistently. Like it's going out of style. Like it's the only thing to do. Because later on, when people want to check up on it, like Russ, like Logic, like any of the Kendrick, any of these people, oh, you put your work in. Oh, so then you get that credibility. You get that respect. You'll be able to eat for life. Ninja, you put your work in. You'll get that credibility. You get that respect. Anytime he goes in on this platform, he's getting thousands of people on his shit. Not the 25, not 75, 100,000, but he gonna eat. He gonna eat. So, to button it all up, skills over everything, Gleesh. I wish, may God bless your hustle. You know what I'm saying? I want you to make money in anything you plan to do. And I think the Turo thing, if you actually put your mind to it, and maybe get creative, maybe find some ways to spice it up, do something different that the average Turo guy is not doing, looking into where there's a void in that industry, because I'm sure there is one. Because you know what I found yesterday, man? I had my DoorDash come in, and my DoorDash had a hair on it.
How'd that even happen? Isn't it supposed to be like sealed?
My cup had a hair on it. The person didn't use a fresh bag. So you know what I do when I'm out there as a DoorDasher? I'm using my fresh bag. I'm giving you that respect. I'm giving you that text. Because I gave that motherfucker a 1 star and a small lengthy comment. Because you're not doing your job right. Nigga.
Yeah, you like one of the